All right. What is going on, everyone? We are live. Everything looks like it's coming through okay. Happy Monday. Is it like Easter Monday? I think it is Easter Monday. It's also April Fool's Day. So happy April Fool's Day. Hopefully you didn't get punked too much today. Of course, if you're like me up here in Canada, we did get punked, of course, with the carbon tax increase, of course, on April Fool's Day, 23% increase or some shit like that. And yeah, except us Canadians are the fools for this one. Anyways, welcome to the Unconventional Mindset. My name's Odum, and every day, Monday through Friday, anyways, we get together and we talk and we do work about trying to figure out how to build a company that's going to make us rich. Build $1 million in revenue every single year is what we're working towards. And sorry, I totally rearranged my desk today, so everything's kind of all mixed up here. So we're building a company called Pixel Pieces, which is our Webflow component template library. And today what I figured we can do is number one, review our Google ads that we're spending to try to get people onto our website, and just have a look at the analytics and see what's going on and see how much we're spending, because I have no idea how much we're spending. And then I want to go into do maybe some refinements on Mixpanel, because I think there's definitely things that we can do to do better. And I just found out something that's a little bit more powerful. Anyways, we'll get to that in a moment. But let's just take a look at our ad spend here. And maybe I can just go into our analytics here and see the last 7 days. Yeah, so Wednesday, I think, is when we updated our ads in terms of limit not having people come in on mobile, and it looks like it has gone down considerably in terms of actually people visiting the site. So anyways, there's that. Ooh, I didn't start my comments. Let's see if I can do this now and it's not going to be all messed up. Oh, I might have messed it up because usually you have to start it before I start the stream. Ugh. Anyways, Rolando, I see you in this. Oh, here we go. I think I can I bring it up? There we go. Saludos. Yes. Happy Monday. I think I said that already at the beginning. Anyways, good to see you. Hopefully you're having a good day. Had a good weekend with the family. Right. Okay. So what do we got? Yeah, like nobody's coming in really here, and a 62% bounce rate. Not great. And I think lots of these, I guess when these things are coming from these different places, these are different sites that the ads might have been like displayed on. Anyways, so let's have a look at what's going on with our actual ads. So if we let's go to Wednesday. I think that's the day. Let's apply that. That's when things kind of went down. And yeah, so now everything's on computers. Okay, so that's good. So everyone's on a computer. It's amazing how many people are actually searching for things on their phone. That's crazy. That's definitely crazy to me. Okay, so let's take a look at what's going on here. We have initial Pixel Pieces search campaign. Is this the one where one of them's like America and it's not working in America? Webflow components. Oh, maybe it is working now? Did I actually... What's the word I'm looking for? Did I contest this? I can't remember if I did that. Did I do that, guys? Because it looks like now this ad is not... whoops, I don't want to go there. Let's edit this and let's see where it's actually being displayed. Does it show? No, get out of here. This is initial Pixel Pieces campaign. I think this means it's actually going in America. Where can I see this? I need to be able to edit. There's a specific setting where it shows you where the location is from. Here we go. No, it's only Canada. They must have taken it out of America, which kind of sucks. So I really need to reach out to our American friends here. So that kind of sucks. Okay, well. Anyways, this has 33 impressions. And what is the other ad we have? Let's see if we can go view all campaigns. Canada only. So this one is doing not as good in terms of the click-through rate. I wonder, paused ad group due to similar segment removals. Yeah. Okay, not sure what that means. I think it means this thing is not running. What does it say? What's its score? Ad strength is average. Yeah, don't know, man. Yeah, I don't. Not a fan of running ads and trying to figure out this program. Not my forte. Okay. What can we take away from this of what we're seeing right now? View all campaigns. Number one, I would love to be able to delete this thing. This would be nice, so I can get rid of this. I wonder if I upped the bid, if I could get more people coming in. Can I view the budget report? No, it's not. I think there's a thing where you can put in the actual cost. Like if I increase the cost per click that I'm willing to spend, is that going to increase the number of people that it's going to be served to? So if I look at the budget, it's not the budget. Where is it? Is it the bidding? Here we go. Let's up this to... If I want to spend $50 a day, let's up it to $2 a click. Let's go $2.50. Well, I don't know if that's really high. Let's see what happens with that. So, because maybe 50 cents is just really just too low. Because it seems like there should be more people than 33 impressions on, people searching for WEBFLOW, right? So maybe I just need to pay more money. We'll see, because I did 91 cents over the past 3 days. So let's try to increase that spend. What is it you say? You got to spend money in order to make money. So let's see how that works. And let's actually take this. I'm going to pause this one. We're just going to focus on one because this is Canada only, but this one is Canada and Mexico. So we're just going to put them all into one. Or we're just going to just run the one, and then we could see about optimizing stuff later on. But yeah, I think upping the bid. What does this say? Maximum and or minimum bid limits are being met by multiple keywords. Your bids may not be fully optimized. So I think now we'll be okay. Oh, cancel that. Well, not okay, but doesn't say what it should be, does it? Change bid strategy. I want to focus on clicks. Maximize clicks bids. Not recommended. To let Google Ads automatically select your bid, leave this blank. Should I leave it blank? I wonder if I should leave it blank and then see what I get. But I feel like Google would be more than happy to just take my money. Anyway, all right. We have it at 250. Let's see what happens, and then we'll come back in a day or two, and then we'll see what the update is. Okay. So now with Mixpanel. So here's the problem that I have after kind of setting this up and thinking about this for a second. So I have this dashboard here, and there's kind of like two things that I want to know of what's going on within the application. I want to know how many components are being copied in total, and I want to know which components are being copied. So that's what I have. Yeah. So we actually don't have a chart for which components are being copied. So here's the thing that I found out. So let's go look into our actual code here, and kind of show you guys what I'm thinking of updating here. So, you know, if you're ever thinking about integrating a Mixpanel, then you can maybe not make the mistakes that I've made in terms of, well, not mistakes, but just having to go back and just redo things and update things and all that fun stuff. So if we go here to this code here, I think, is it in here? Yeah, so we have some Mixpanel stuff here. I think for one thing, I think I'm going to want to track. I'm thinking of tracking all page views, which means we'll probably initialize Mixpanel in the settings, in the site settings, on the general before the body tag, so we don't have to update it on every single page. But all that being said, where do we have our Mixpanel code? I think we have the code. Where is the code for Mixpanel? Let's expand everything here. Statistics, code for scroll bar. Where is the code for Mixpanel? Where is our code? And that I must have, maybe I missed it here. Because we're initializing here. Set location. Ah, here it is. Yeah, it's in here. Okay, there we go. All right. So we got Mixpanel track, the title of the component plus which component was copied. So that's good. It tells us which component was copied. Now, one of the problems that I have is this thing here of number of components. This is just tracking. It's tracking the total number of events. So, and the total number of events is just all events here. We basically need to have an event here, which is component clicked or component copied. So we have the individual components as an event, but we need to condense that all into one. So what I was thinking, or what I was seeing here, is that within Mixpanel, when you're tracking something, you could return specific properties to like an actual event. So where is it? That's page views. So right here. So let me zoom in on this, make it a little bit bigger. So we can just pass different properties to each kind of event, right? So if we want to have an event of component clicked, which is what we want, we can probably pass these different parameters or whatever parameters that we want to that. And I'm thinking we can pass the parameter of which component was actually copied. So then we can separate when we're within Mixpanel, we can say, hey, these are all the events that were triggered which were a component being copied, but then we could filter down by which type of component, right? By like filtering through the properties. I don't know exactly how that's going to look in Mixpanel, but we're going to find that out. So this is really cool. So I think this is what we want to do. So let's go to here and let me see if I can just bring this up on the side so I can kind of make sure I'm doing it correctly. Okay, Mixpanel track. And I think we're going to track, component copied. That's going to be our event. And then what we'll do is we'll give it a like component name, or maybe just which component. Yeah, component. And then that's going to be, oh, now I don't know how to do with the quotes on here, because I think we can just do this because it's a variable. Ugh, that's where I'm not sure if this is going to fail or not. I guess we'll find out. Right. So that's what I think we can do, right? Component, and then that's the component name. Oh, sorry, Rolando. Do I accept suggestions? Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. Sorry, I didn't see that for a while, so hopefully I wasn't too late. But yes, I do accept. I always accept suggestions. 100%. So fire away, please. Yeah, I like that. And I do know there's one thing else here that I want to go into Mixpanel. And yeah, I think I want to start tracking page views. Okay, yeah, we'll do that after. We'll get this thing sorted and we'll see if we can worry about those other things later. Okay, suggestion. So pause the campaign, work on organic content for at least a couple of weeks, and after you have positioned the page and it has been indexed well, you turn on the campaign. That's not a bad suggestion. So my question for you is, what's the benefit of pausing the campaign? So work on organic content. Yes, 100%. That's what I'm doing right now. And starting on Monday of next week, that's when my first YouTube videos are going to start being released. So yes, the organic content is definitely coming. So yeah, is it because once, I get more traffic? Oh, I see. Okay, here we go. So you have something else to offer the visitors, articles, whatever. Yeah, that's that. I was actually thinking about that. So it's a really good point. So the point's well taken in that when the visitor hits the website, it's like, now what? Like there's, let's just go to the site here. Right here, there's like no blog. There's no like videos. I think there's a YouTube thing, but I think this just takes me to this playlist, which is not terribly relevant, right? So, or not even really apparent. So yeah, no, that's a point well taken. Right. So I think what I'll do, I'm just going to keep the ad running just for one day, just to see if this $2.50 increase or whatever has done anything to change, like whether there's more people coming in. So at least I'll have an idea when I do turn it back on, like how much I should be spending per click or what have you. But then, yeah, I hear what you're saying here too. The benefit is you have a better index page. It lowers the cost. So I don't know that about Google Ads. But if that's a thing where a page with higher authority or ranking or what have you costs less just because maybe it has more authority, that's kind of interesting. I didn't know that. But I guess I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, yeah, I mean, so are you saying then if I was competing against, like FIFA, and I wanted to make a blog post about, a soccer game, whatever the case may be, and then I want to promote it, but then FIFA on their website, because obviously their website would have a much, much more authority than just my, like, say, just my soccer blog. And then they made the same post, and then they run ads on, basically say it's like the same page, but just one's on my website, one's on their website. Are you saying they run the exact same ad for the exact same copy, that they would pay less per click than my ad, simply because the fact that their website has more authority? If that's the case, that's kind of crazy. Which would be crazy. Okay, so you ran a small audit on my page. It's not indexed. Okay. So yeah, I guess those things get indexed automatically, which is why I didn't submit it to any of the search engines or anything like that. Which is totally fair. So it only has 2 index links. I need to position more and better keywords. Yeah, like, again, to me, this stuff is not my forte, not my wheelhouse. So I'm definitely open to any suggestions or tips or what I could do to help myself position myself better, to rank better and all that kind of stuff. I do have some SEO books that I have here in the back. So I do need to start reading them and figuring out exactly what it is that I'm going to do to try to improve that. So thanks for pointing that out. And I appreciate that. And again, like, any help is super appreciated. I'm very appreciative. 100%. What's going on, Maru? How you doing? Hanging pretty good. Yeah, Rolando's just giving me some words of advice in terms of positioning my website better, and yeah, just trying to maybe just hold off on my campaigns to wait till my site gets indexed a little bit better. So you can't do anything right now SEO wise because the Google Core update is still running. I had no idea. There was anything going on with Google. So really, this is interesting. SEO apocalypse right now. That sounds like one of those stories for another day kind of thing. What's going on? Start studying a little bit about schemas so you can position yourself better. All right. Making notes. Better positioning. Yeah. Positioning myself better would be, I mean, who's going to say no? Who's going to say no to that, right? Okay. So let's see. Getting back to this thing here real quick. Yeah, it's really apparent that I just really need to focus on updating and like getting out my organic content. Like, that's key. I just need to start making, like, well, I'm making them now, but I just got to publish my YouTube videos, get that out there, get myself out there, and get on social media and just start making people know that I exist, right? Definitely important thing. Okay, so let's log in here. That was on this page. Let me see if okay, we got a syntax error. What's going on here? Missing after argument list. Where am I? And what is the issue? Can't I see where this error is coming from? It should tell me. I can't expand it at all. Yeah, so that's not even working. Yeah, there's something with the code. It doesn't like the code. And it probably has to do with... hang on a second. Where are we? Definitely has to do with this right here. So let's see if we can fix this. So comment here. When you have the schema and the HTML structure well structured, Google Core has almost no effect. I'm living it right now with one of my pages. Yeah. And then a comment, don't hold your breath. As per Google, as long as the update is running, unpredictable things will happen. That's true if the algorithm is being adapted. Interesting. There's no known reason to why some blog posts have lost everything, legit blogs included, and why some 2010 posts have been gained position. General weirdness across the board. Interesting. Yeah, I definitely am not into the space of following what's going on with the algorithms and rankings. I tend to have a little bit of, definitely a naive approach in that I know there's all kinds of stuff that you can do on a web page to optimize and all that kind of stuff. And of course, I do the best that I can in terms of writing the best code, clean code that I can. WEBFLOW is a whole bunch of a different issue because you don't really write the code because it's like this visual editor, right? But my whole naive thing is like, if you put out good content, especially if you're making like YouTube videos or whatever, like people will just kind of find you. And it's one thing that Mr. Beast says. He's like, we'll just replace the word algorithm with like the audience, right? It's like, oh, the algorithm doesn't like my stuff. It's like, no, the audience doesn't like your stuff. So if you keep putting good stuff out, it'll kind of get shared. But I think there's also a really big difference between like a YouTube video versus like a page on like a blog post and what makes that blog post resonate as opposed to a video. Anyways, it's interesting. It's very interesting. And definitely lots of stuff that I need to learn around this. Okay, so right, this thing here, it's not returning. What is component title? So I think that's this variable right here. Oh, I'm missing, oh my goodness, look at this. I didn't even close it. I got to close it. If I just close it, that should be good. that could be the problem right there. So good content doesn't really mean anything though. Basically you're either solving a problem with your content and a lot of people are searching for it, or you get no visits. Yeah, I guess that's what I meant when I'm saying like it's good content. It's actually, it's matching up with what the user is searching for, right? And whatever it is that is, whether they want to be entertained, so they watch like your full video or read your whole blog post, or whether, yeah, they're learning something, solving their problem or whatever. It's just, yeah, it's having the match, right? So, and that's the whole point from my understanding of what an algorithm does is it wants to match the user with the thing that they're looking for, right? So that they find it, get that resolution, and then, you know, stay on the platform or whatever, right? So yeah, 100%. So yeah, this good content, yeah, it's this like a total subjective and kind of nebulous term there. So, yeah, I can see that 100%. Okay. So hopefully this fixes, okay, we're not getting the error anymore. So that's good. So let's click on hero. Let's say click on hero 5. We copy that. I don't see anything getting sent to Mixpanel. So that's the only thing that sucks. Yeah, nothing's coming up there. So I don't think that's going to show up here under events. Maybe, well, let's see. Okay, we do got the component copied. Okay, so no, it did get triggered, right? Is this in 0.5? So that did get clicked, but does it have the properties? The properties are here, so everything's good. Look at that. So that's perfect, because this one 5 hours ago has no properties. Okay, so it's working. Excellent, 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 excellent. For example, this video is good content. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Quality video, at least maybe just in terms of the camera or whatever. And you like it. Yeah, again, thank you. But it's not good content search-wise. No one is asking for the title you're using for the stream, basically. Yeah, I totally get that. And with the titles, like, and even with these live streams, is I'm definitely not trying to clickbait anybody into coming in. It's like, I'm just like, well, this is kind of what I'm working on today. So and I think it's different with live streams, and I don't even know what to do with these live streams because I just kind of put them on and I just kind of leave them be. So I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. So, it's interesting. Yeah. Anyways, but thank you. I'm super happy that you like the content and people are enjoying them. Anthony, how you doing? Hey man, glad I caught you live. Yeah, well, yeah, live pretty much every day. But yeah, are you usually busy? I guess maybe during this time. I don't stream at a regular time, which I need to. I know, but I keep saying I should figure that out. But client work often gets in the way. But I don't think I've seen you comment before, so welcome. Appreciate you taking the time and stopping by. Don't play that music. Dude makes excellent content, very educational. But he is bad at putting titles. So, okay. So, all right. That's 2 for 2 on the bad titles. Okay. Question for you. Do you think I'm bad at making titles because you don't think that they're click worthy? Or do you think I'm actually not titling them appropriately to what I'm actually going to be discussing on the live stream? So I think those are 2 different things. Like my hope is that at least I'm talking about, or I title what I'm actually going to be doing in the stream. Although sometimes I tend to go off onto crazy tangents. So that is fair. I think it would be cool if you grab these videos and post recap videos, more like summaries. That would be really cool. That would definitely be really cool. The question is, I actually have, I record these on like through OBS or whatever. So they're all recorded. So I do have every original, live stream. And at some point it'd be nice to go over and do some type of summaries, or maybe I could do some kind of long form, like a 10-minute recap video once a month or once a week of like, hey, this is what I did last week. And here's what we went over. Here's what we went over Monday, Tuesday, whatever. So something like that would be kind of cool. But yeah, I'll try to do so. Yeah. Like you're saying, might need an editor though. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's time consuming, right? And there's only so many hours in the day. When you reach a certain milestone, it'd be really cool. It's something that I have been thinking about. I just don't know exactly how to do it. And also just trying to find the time to get all this stuff done. There's lots to do. And I agree with this 100%. The algorithm doesn't know where to classify your content. Yeah, because I noticed too that every once in a while, my content will go through like these spurts and bursts of like, all of a sudden, it feeds it out to, like 100 people. And they're watching some videos, or they're watching like one specific video. But then I think a lot of people, they'll see the video and then they'll just kind of leave. Maybe because it's a live stream, so it's not like I don't get to the point quickly, and I just intro. So I'm trying to like get to the point really quickly. But still, people don't, if they're just kind of coming in as recommended in their feed, they might not stick around. So I get like low retention rates. And then YouTube's like, okay, that person doesn't want this content. So they just kind of stop feeding it to people. And then, I think people are like, YouTube, I don't think really knows who to send these live streams to. So it's interesting. Very interesting. Okay. All right. So anyways, Mixpanel properties. So this is all properties. Component. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. All right. So that's working. So that's all we need to do. So if we go back to our boards and we go here in terms of components copied. And if we update this to not look at the total events, we do want to look at the total events, but we want to go to component copied. Component copied. Oh, it's not showing up here. Can I refresh this? There it is. Right. So now this should be the right thing. So event 1, what is the difference here? I think that's it. That's, yeah. Components copied, total events. Oh, wait, no, I didn't update this. I don't think I saved it. Components copied, total events. Oh, you got to save. Okay, it doesn't just save automatically. 2 of 5 reports. Okay, save report. Excellent. Now, can I go in here? If we go to components copied, and can we aggregate the property? And by that would be like the property of like the event, right? Which would be what was the name of the component. So property per, no. How can we filter? I think we can probably filter by, so it'll say, it should say component, right? Yeah, so that's the component. So we don't want to do it as a filter. We want to do it as, I guess, I guess this is just going to be for us to figure out exactly how we can do it. Like, it would be nice to have a graph of every single component on here, on one. But it might be, like, if I have to make, 100 different graphs for each 100 different component, that would be stupid. So maybe there's some kind of formula. No, that's just a number formula. No, that's not going to work. So total events, but the component is hero 5. Let's remove this one because I think I'm getting a little confused here. Okay. And then do we do another filter? Oh, we only have, oh shoot, sorry, some of my comments aren't coming through now anymore. I think I've reached the limit of how many comments come in. This is annoying. So Rolando, you're saying, I would recommend, I think there's like some dots. Recommend to do a video on what Mixpanel is, how to configure it, and then another on how to configure the events, and another on why you're going to use it in your business. Yeah, I love that idea. I think you mentioned it before as well in terms of doing a video on like how to build components and like how I've done it. So these types of videos that are like instructional in terms of like, hey, this is how I've done it, and this is how you can do it, especially if you're just at this, beginner stage, which is kind of where I'm at. I think that's very valuable. And yeah, just doing like a Mixpanel, there's like 3 or 4 videos kind of right there. And Anthony, you're saying, what are you working on right now? So basically I'm working on using Mixpanel to track events within pixel pieces, because I want to track when a component is copied, and I want to track which component is being copied. And then I'm just trying to figure out how I could make sure that when I'm looking at my reports, I can see a good bird's eye view of like which are the most prominent components that are being tracked. And I would love to see, I could just log on here every morning and be like, hey, the hero section 5, that component got copied 10 times today. And navigation number 5, whatever, like, or, toggle 2, that one was copied 12 times. That was the most copied component today or this month or whatever. So I can get insights into what people are using within my application. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. And okay, so let's forget about looking at the dashboard right now in Mixpanel. Let's just get the code all sorted out and up to speed here for all the different pages, so we can just have everything tracking or have everything being tracked. Okay, so this is basically it. So let's copy this, and we need to make sure we have this on every page where we're calling in Mixpanel. So there's one right here as well. So this is initializing Mixpanel. And this is it right here. This is actually the exact same code. So we're just going to paste it in here, and then we're going to save that. So this is just the dashboard page, which is kind of the home landing page. And we also need to do it on this component categories template page. Oh, look at that. That looks funky. I need to set this to be like a minimum. I guess if this is really squished, but I don't think this is actually going to happen. Is that going to happen? What if we go to make this smaller? No, the browser is just going to, okay, it's just something that the WEBFLOW browser app does. Okay, don't need to worry about that. And let's go into this piece of code here. Same thing with Mixpanel. Component. All right. We'll save that. And this is where it's going to suck, because now when we get into, let's close this. Every individual page, we're going to have to update this code for all of them. I'm trying to think now if we care whether it's free or not. And is there also a way? I'm sure there is a way to add the same listener to track like 2 different IDs. Like if you click this or this. I'm pretty sure there is. We'll find that out. Okay. So Mixpanel track, component copied. And the component is going to be, we're going to put this in right here, and we're going to add the name field. And yeah, whether if it's accordion basic, do we need to know whether it's free or whether it's pro? I don't think we need to know. I don't think it matters. I mean, when I'm looking at Mixpanel, because we'll know, like if we see that, oh, this accordion one is the most a popular one, and we can just go in and we'll be able to see which one's free and which one's not. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of if we should put in that as a property, right? Or just know what the name of the component is. I think just having the name of the component is fine. I think we'll do that. All right. So this works here. I guess we can throw in a semicolon. I guess I haven't been doing it before. I should be consistent on that. Right. I'm going to ask chat something because I'm not exactly sure how to do this. So I have a... I am going to give you a piece of code that I would like to simplify. Here it is. And then just close it. Okay. What I would like to do is to add the event listener to an element that is that has an ID of pixel copy free or pixel copy pro. But I don't want to create two. I don't even know if this makes sense. Like functions. Kevin, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. So today is Monday. I saw that you went. What was it that you went live yesterday? Like 4 o'clock in the morning or 4:30 in the morning or something crazy like that. Like, that's crazy. Anyways, did you get finished? I hope you're done. But man, oh man, yeah. Working wee hours of the night or working wee early in the morning. That is crazy. Okay, variable elements, documents. Or I knocked out 2 hours and made it all work. Don't look under the hood. Me? I would never look under the hood. Yeah, as long as the person could go to the site and get the information of what they want, it's all good. Oh, it's funny. Right, so I just want to loop. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Query selector all. Select both elements with a common class. Okay, how do I use query selector all to add elements to add two elements which each have a unique ID, or I guess I could make it with a specific class. Okay, that seems to be what I want. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Oh my goodness, we're going to need to. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. So if we do variable, and we're going to call it, just say buttons. document query selector all. And then we're going to have this one. Nope. And do we have to do the pound sign? I guess the pound sign makes it known that it's a ID as opposed to a class. Right? I think that's what that is. And oh, there's a close. Yeah. The brackets. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. And then we go buttons dot for each. I hope this is going to work, but we'll find out. Wait. Element or button. I don't say elements. Let's just say button. And then we go button, and then we go add event listener. Oh, we can go add event listener. Spell it right, or else it's not going to work. Click function and do my thing here, which is this. And close that. Whoops. Okay. Okay, I think that works. Does that look good? Buttons. For each of them, you want to do a button. Add the event listener to it. And yeah, okay. So this one, we don't have to worry about pro buttons and all that nonsense. Okay, so yeah, so let's save this and let's publish this and see if this works. And this is on the accordion basic page. Oh, come on, let's go. There we go. So accordion. Oh, I need to update this image. Man, oh man. Because if I go here, yeah. Oh, actually, I do need to click here anyways. So let's look at this. Shit, we got a problem here. Uncaught error. Why can't it show me where I'm having this error? I thought. I said 380. Component accordion basic. What's the problem with that? Unexpected identifier basic. Unexpected identifier. Oh, that's weird. It did copy. Oh, at least I think it did. Actually, I don't know if it did. Now let's just, I guess we can inspect to see if we did actually copy it. Yeah, so it did actually copy. And did we get anything in here? No, we got nothing in here. So there's a problem with that code. And what is, unless sometimes it takes a minute. No, it's not going to fire because there's an error. What is the problem? Okay, let's go back here. So it doesn't like the name. Why doesn't it like the name? I mean, if I go here and just call it sample. Okay. Yeah, so we have no error there. And that looks like it recorded it just fine. Component copied. And properties sample. So for whatever reason, it doesn't like how it puts that in there. Oh, I know why. Of course. What an idiot. I didn't put it, I just had the name, but I didn't have it in an actual, like in the brackets, because in the other page, it was an actual variable. So this one's not a variable. So it's like, what the hell is this? It's undefined. Okay. So we just do this. Stupid. You're right. I just think I'm like, oh, this is a variable because it's coming from here, but it's the variable in the actual embed code thing, not in the actual function. Okay. So we're good. We should be good. Yeah, so I'm going to save and close. We're going to do this again. Publish. One thing strange too is I remember before, I think shields are down. Right, the shields are down. It used to come up with a message that Mixpanel has loaded up, and I don't know why it's not doing that anymore. Which is kind of strange to me. Anyways. Okay, now we copied. Now we're good. Mixpanel. Refresh. Less than a minute ago. That's probably this one. Accordion basic. Okay. Perfect. So the annoying thing about this is that we're going to have to update that code or this code in every single page, which is not bad. But before I do that, I think we want to pull out this out of here, and we're going to pull it into our main, what's the word I'm looking for? Into our settings, our site settings. So if we go to, where do we need to go to? I think we need to go to publishing, I think is where it's under the custom code. No, there's just custom code. It's under custom code, of course. All right. So what is this? Oh, this is Mixpanel stuff. When did I put that in there? I don't remember. Anyways. So this is, well, it's going to need to be in a style. No, it's going to need to be in a script. Script. Oop. I think that's what we want. Yeah. And And let's just make it look a little bit cleaner here. But what I want to do is let's add a few more properties. Well, not a few. I mean, I think just one. Where we want to... I think we also want to track page views, because why not? We're here. And we'll just do true. We don't need to get anything too fancy. Like that. So, and that's before the body tag. And I think that's where we're calling it. Well, not. Ooh, this is an interesting question. Or do I need to initialize Mixpanel before like this code? Does it matter? Where does it say in Mixpanel? Does it say best practices? Create a tracking plan. Tracking methods. Right. Page you can Mixpanel. Tracking dynamic page and a single page. The track page you can also accept the following. In single page applications, right. I don't know where the initialization code should go. Maybe you'll just throw it up. Yeah, let's just put it in the head. Oh, I don't know. Does it matter, guys? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the best place is to put this. Okay, well, I think if we save this, and let's just take this, and let's put it here. Let's save this. And let's publish this. I feel like this is going to publish two different things, eh? Okay. Yeah, this doesn't show 6 minutes ago. I don't know if we have to publish here. Okay, let's just do it both. And let's see if this still works. In fact, let's actually take this out. Let's copy this. And let's put it in a new page. There. And let's publish that. Just so we can get a different click and just to see, you know, like what happens. If it's going to show, you know, just a different property name. Okay. All right. Let's go back. Navigation. Navigation basic 1. Click, component copied. And let's go to Mixpanel, refresh. Okay. Now, so we're getting the page views, navigation, navigation basic 1, and then component copied. So we're getting all those events. So if we go to a distinct ID, so this should be for me. And now I could say, viewing pages. Does it even say what page? Yeah, it's going to say like the accordion page. Or what else does it say? All event properties. 407, 4, blah, blah, blah. This is the accordion. And then component copied, navigation basic 1. And then it also shows all the different ones that I copied, right? Hero 5. So this is cool. So this whole distinct ID, like obviously if I can get to the point where I could match this ID to, you know what? I probably could get some information from MemberStack, because I do think that somewhere within MemberStack, obviously I'm actually displaying the information of a user, like their name, right? Right here. So I have this information. So I could just pass in another property, whatever, another property somewhere, and I bet. Well, actually, I want to bet at all. But again, if I go to this distinct ID, what is this distinct ID? That's this thing. I guess if I pair it with like a different property, like the person's like, name, you can kind of see what's going on, or just like email address or whatever, right? Cool. Super cool. Right. So the only thing that's left to do, which would be pretty boring, again, is for me to copy this onto like every single page. But before I do that, maybe there's something else that I can do. Let's see. Let me go. All right, let's go home for a second. I want to go here, and I want to go into this instance, and I want to go into this person's name, and I think data ms member equals first name. So that's a custom attribute. So this obviously is a placeholder. How? I thought there was something that I did somewhere in order to get information from a specific user. Let me see. Okay, this is just, I think this is just, what is this doing? I guess if it's a current member, then take them to the dashboard. Right, so if they hit the home page, once they log in, they can't come to this home page, they just go to the dashboard. So I think that's all that that's doing. Ooh, I think let's go to the members page. How? Hang on. So again, basically what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to see if I can match who the person is and just get some kind of unique ID. That's not just this random string of crazy distinct characters here. And I thought I did something somewhere to get that code. Alien, bonsoir, comment ça va? Hope everything is going well. Welcome to the stream. All right. Oh, where is this? I know I did it somewhere. Okay, it's not going to be in product. Oh man, where is it? Old home. Blah, blah, blah. No, this is just getting the day. I'm just going to go through all these, see if I can see something here with the code. Blah, blah, blah. Note. Templates. Components. Nope. Not the dashboard. And it's not here either. Not in templates. Okay. Let's see if there's like anything with code here that I can try to find. The input fields. I didn't put any placeholders in there. I know I did something about. Oh, right. I think it's in. I think there's a button. I think it's the link. Right. Member account link. Hang on a second. I'm just going to. What am I going to do? I'm just going to hide this just for a second because I don't know if there's some code in here that might be super sensitive. I need to see this. All right, there's the code. Open the code in the editor. Right. Okay. So we do. Okay. Member ID, member URL. Okay. So I think I can show this. I don't think there's anything critical that's going on here. Nothing that you wouldn't be able to see either. Anyways, if you're on the site. Okay. So yeah, so basically there's an issue. I remember when every time you create a user or user is created in MemberStack, sorry, hang on a second. There's a couple comments here. Ça va et vous? Oui, ça va très bien, merci. Don't speak very well in English. No problem. I don't speak very well in French, so I'll do my best. Je vais faire le plus mieux possible. Yeah, I need to learn. I got to learn Spanish as well too, which is very similar to French too. So that's on the list. Are you still using a connection to Airtable? Yes, still using a connection to Airtable. So, but the question is, how do we know who is logged in at a time? Because all that information is just sent through MemberStack. Like they handle all that stuff, right? So I don't really know, because the way that you get that information is you use those attributes in like on an element, and then MemberStack populates that into the actual DOM and into the HTML. So you can't actually get access to that information as you're coding. So I can't just send that into a script. So anyways, so I wrote this little script. So what I'm doing, I think, this is definitely what I'm doing is, I have this portal member ID, just HTML thing, which is this thing right here. And this is data MS member ID. So what it does is member stack will put what the member ID is in that piece of, into that block. And then I get that information from that element. And actually I don't need to have this anymore. I'll just stick that out. And then I just take that so I can, I remember URL. Yeah. So I can add the proper URL to the link so that when someone clicks on this thing, that gets you to your right member like address right here, to your right URL. So theoretically, I could do the same thing where instead of getting the member's URL, I could get the member's name even just ID. I guess I could even just do it by ID, so I don't need to know the person's, like who that person is. And then I could add that as a property on here. So the component would be navigation basic, and then another component would be like whatever their ID is. And then I could filter by that component, right? Or by that name, like that person. So I think I'm just going to think about exactly how I want to do that, because I don't know exactly. Like how that's going to look when I'm here. So like say I want to let's try to build another, what can I build here? Is it a board? I want to get another insight. So I want to select event. I'm going to go component copied, and I want to go by, I guess frequently per user. I guess it already knows who the individual person is because it has that weird unique ID that it's giving, which is fine. But I would love to I would love to know which property, right? Filter, hide metric. Like if I go property, show hidden properties. No. Component. Yeah, I think that's just what it is, right? There should be more than just this one. Hang on, let me refresh this. Right, yeah, so they're all these ones. So if we select all and then we add them, what do we get? We don't get, let's just go today. How do we filter this by like which one? You know what I mean? Oh, this is total events. We have 2 events, 4 events. Like maximum per component? Couldn't find data. This is like making no sense. Yeah, I mean, This is just going to be 1. So having to run, yeah, I'm not sure exactly how to build the proper report for this. So maybe before I go ahead and update all of these pieces of code for, not this one, let's close this one. Let's discard, I don't know what I did. Where do I want to go? I want to go here. Right, so before I update every one of this, because I know I might change this code here and add some more properties, maybe I should take a look at how Mixpanel sorts through like different properties. Where there was that? Maybe let me just look through this here, including properties. Properties provide added context to the event. So it would be nice to know how I search and filter through by different properties. Best practices, keep events as actions. With an item property set to shirt, hoodie, or socks. If your goal is to track one button on a specific screen instead of tracking multiple events, blue button click, blah, blah, blah. Track a button clicked with an event color property set to blue and button name set to checkout. Yeah, that's cool. On a specific screen. If your goal is to track different buttons from different user journeys, yeah, different properties for each event. Okay, that makes sense. Name events and properties consistently. And to export your Mixpanel data. It's case sensitive, yeah. Use the object verb format for event names like song played or page viewed. Purchase, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I did at the start, so that's definitely a good idea not to do that. Or it's like pro or free, all that kind of stuff. Okay, let's look at reports here for a second. This is what we want. We want something like this where it shows each property of the button clicked or the page copied that shows up like this is United States undefined. This is really cool. So what is going on here? We want to recreate this. Definitely want to recreate that. So how can we do it? Let's take a look. Because this is beautiful here. Something like this. So it's on the analytics tab. Let's go metrics. We don't want to do it by profile. Not by, it still has to be by event, doesn't it? If this is, what's cohort? We don't have cohort, so okay, that's not going to be that. We don't have profiles. We haven't made any user profiles. So it's definitely going to have to be events. Shoot. Yeah, I think we're doing the same thing here. Select events. Frequency per user. So I want to aggregate by the component. Oh, is this getting us closer? I don't want the sum of components. I want the distinct count. Aggregate pot. Yeah, but I need to filter. No, this is still not right. I don't know if we can do this. What's retention? Maybe it's a retention thing. Let's see what this video says.
I'm Maverick. I'm a PM at Mixpanel, and I'm going to walk through the new changes in retention. So what have we done? We've made it more clear that your retention metric is on the left side, and how you choose to visualize that metric is on the top right. So I think these changes will make it more clear what you're measuring and how to see it, and it also brings some consistency with Insights report. So Insights and retention work in the same way now. So let's jump into retention report, and you'll see that it mostly looks the same. I want to point out two things in particular. So one is the section here. We're calling this the measurement menu. So here you can choose if you want to measure your retention behavior as a retention rate, or you want to see the number of users being retained. And here you can choose your specific retention group. So retention tends to give a large number of metrics, and you can sort of be more specific here. And then in this top right, you'll see that there are a bunch of visualization options, and so you can choose to see this as a whole curve or a line chart, so you can see the trend, or as a summarized number. I'm going to jump to old retention now, and sort of we'll see where these things map back to. So retention curve still exists, and
all right, retention. Let's say, yeah, component copied. What, each day? Unique users? Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. It's like almost like you need two different events to trigger it. Oh boy. And this is a flow. So this is, I guess, would be, you know, if a person they have to log in, and then they have to watch a video, and then they have to click video watched, and then they have to go through. So this is kind of steps, so you can see how people are moving along through your funnel, this might be this funnel thing right here. Converge within a certain days. I feel like it's just going to be just a lot of playing around and trying to figure out. Oh, breakdown. There we go. I knew there had to be an easy way. Okay, perfect. Okay, this is much better. Okay, great. Let's go to today. Oh, this is perfect. Can we do this as like a bar chart? Oh, okay, perfect. Wow, we figured it out. We figured it out. Okay, so now we can see which ones are the most popular components. This is so much better than how I was doing it before. It's like a million times better. So if I go here again, no, not here, but just here, and let's go to accordion, and I guess I can copy this one, and maybe let's go to a couple other ones. Hero 10, and let's copy Hero 5 again, and let's go pricing, copy once, maybe let's copy it twice, and if I refresh this, nothing's happening yet. There we go. It's just taking a little bit of time. So this is perfect. So this is what we want. Component value. Yeah. Component copied. Definitely don't want logarithmic. And then refresh. It's not going on this page. Why is it not? Do we have an issue? Mixpanel error. Oh shit. Okay, so on those pages, right, the initialization. So that's what we were worried about. Because this initialization, I think, is it because I did it twice? Which pages was it failing on? What page is this? Components, pricing. This is the pricing page. Let's just go. I guess it doesn't even matter which page it is, but if we go here, I think probably because it's being initialized twice. It's probably why we're having an issue. Check my email here real quick. Ooh, I can download Arc for Windows now. Cool. Remember somebody was recommending that to me. A new browser. Okay, so let's just go here. Let's refresh this. Now I think we might be okay. Let's copy that again. I'm not getting any errors. Less than a minute ago. Pricing 2, pricing 1. And I should have pricing 1 again. Maybe it's only going to do it once. Oh, no, there it goes again. Okay, so if I go back to my oh, did I not save that board? I didn't. Okay, so let's actually edit this one. And we're going to go to component copied, total events, and we're going to break it down by the property. And we're going to stack it. Ah, this is beautiful. I love it. Okay. Great. Great. So everything's working. So it seems like even though I initialized this code below where like this code actually is appearing, it looks like we're okay. And that goes for, well, I think that goes for all this. Let's go here. Let's just have a quick look. Right, so here we have our initializing our mix panel. And then we actually have the mix panel right here of the actual tracking. So that's below. So it looks like this stuff that gets added from here goes right to the top, right before the closing of this thing. Well, at the top part of that section, if that makes any sense. Okay. So I think we're good. And if I go to view this page, I just want to take a quick look. Mix panel. So there's this component copied, but this happens below, but it seems to be okay if it's below. And then if I copy it, back here. That was accordion, right? So that should be at 3 now, which is at 3. And it even shows the percentage. So beautiful. So I'm going to this is interesting. I could do like a 30-day thing. Cool. Let's do whatever, 7 days, doesn't matter. Let's hit save. Save this report. And, all right. So this is cool. Totally cool now. Okay. Does it matter, or do we care where a person is clicking from? I feel like we do. And what I mean by that is this is like the internal page, right? So, and what I mean by like copied from, and then we put here like the single page, you know what I mean? Like so that's from the single page. But then if I go, actually, hang on, let's edit this again. Save and close. But if I go to the component page, again, we should not initialize this one twice. I want to go here from like the components page, right? I'll do the same thing on the dashboard. Do not initialize here. And we'll go copied from the dashboard. And we'll save. And then one last one here. I think I deleted the initialization there. And this page is going to be copied from category page. So that's cool. So if we publish this, let's just make sure that this is actually firing correctly. Okay, nothing there to worry about. Okay. So let's refresh. Let's go back. Let's go to testimonials. Let's copy, I don't know, testimonial 4. So if we go here, and if we go to events, page view less than a minute ago, should this be our testimonial page? This is our pricing page, accordion page. Let's give it a refresh. No, still not there. Here we go. I think this is it here. Pricing. We weren't on pricing. We were on not accordion. What? Where are we? Too many things going on. Component copied. Oh, I was looking at this. Oh, that's my fault. I'm looking at the referral page. No, this is the right page. Okay, geez, I was getting all confused. Copied from the category page, testimonial 4. Perfect. This is really cool. I love it. I love it. So I bet if I go components, can I break it down again into, what did I call it? Copied from? Can't remember. Let's refresh this. And it's not, these are not set, which is totally fine because that's old, but I could also, that's so cool. So like pricing, there's 4 of them, which were copied from, well, it's not set. And if I want to look at this breakdown here from where they were copied from, then I could see, you can compare which one you want to actually put here on your bar graph, whether it's copied from or where the component is. Super cool. This is super awesome. This is fantastic. I think, what is going on here? Oh, gotta fix this. So the only thing that's left for me, well, what I'm thinking about is how in depth do I want to, like, do I want to go that extra step and track the actual user in Mixpanel? And that would be here, like, you know, like user, like email or something like that, or just user ID. Probably be the user ID would probably be the better way to go because people can change their emails, but they can't change their IDs, right? So, yeah. So do I do that? That's the question. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's any merit to that. I guess that's the question. Because here, within here, I mean, I could definitely go into events and you can definitely see, like the ID, right? Like this person here, is this the same ID? This looks like a different ID. But there's this person, they just came in and they just viewed one page. I guess, right? Right. But if I go, no, back to events. But if I go from me, which is this device ID, I could definitely see all the different things that I've done, which is a lot. And would it be good to be able to put that as like match that with a person? Yeah, I don't know how important that is. I think I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. View and insights from this specific person. I can see all the different things that I've done, which is a lot. Okay. All right. So I'm going to think of that. Okay. So let's recap. So we have our campaigns. We're going to let this run for, can I just even refresh, see if this has gotten even any more impressions? We're at 33. So it's still at 33. So it hasn't even really increased. So we're going to let this run for another 24 to 48 hours. And then we're going to come back and check to see if we're getting actually more traffic generated from this initial campaign. And then we're probably going to just pause it. And then we're going to focus 100% on our YouTube videos and improving that. And I think we also need to think about how we could improve this stream. So you guys were talking a lot about, you know, how I'm naming the stream and things that I could do maybe after the fact. So I need to think about that and see how we could maybe make some improvements. Yeah, I'm not sure if we should do that on stream or not. I'm not too sure. But anyways, if there's anything that you think that would be beneficial for you to see me do while on stream, definitely let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep doing my thing and keep trying to figure this thing out and figure out what might make for better viewing here on the stream, as opposed to me just doing behind the scenes and just letting you guys know what's what. I suggest you rename the stream Tabody McBoatface. Or do you know of that story of what happened here in, was it here in Halifax or whatever? There was like some tugboat and there was some name to, or was it here in Halifax or was it somewhere in the States? I totally can't remember. But it was like, yeah, the public would select a name for the boat, and it was like Bodie McBoatface or something won. So I don't know if you're referencing that or it just happens to be like a coincidence. But anyways, that's pretty funny. Yeah. I don't even know if the stream has a name. I guess I just call it like how to build or building $1 million business or company or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, it was a poll to rename the boat. Yeah. The legacy carries on. Yeah. Bodie McBoaterface. Yeah. Name will live on throughout all of time, long after we're gone. All right. Anyways, guys, I'm going to call it there for today. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks to everyone for your comments and give me some tips and pointers. Really, really appreciate it. So by all means, do keep it up. And as for me, I'm going to sign off. So have a great night. And as always, we'll see you back here tomorrow for a new live stream.